Hello, everyone. Welcome to Healing Wellness Studio by Neha Balucha. I welcome you all. And today is a very special day because it's Women's Day, and it's just not an event or a day, but much more than that. It's about celebrating womanhood, the Shakti within ourselves. It's about embracing all the challenges that a woman face in her life. It's about thanking your mother, your sister, your wife, your friends, and much more. But last but not the least, it's about self care. So, this session is more going to be about starting with self care. And I'm sure that each one of you know, or maybe have a routine of a self care. But for those of you who are new to this, who are very busy in their stressful lives, I have created a special program for you guys to dive into this holistic lifestyle. So I hope you enjoy. And yes, let's get started with this. Once again, wishing each one of you a very happy Women's Day. So let me share my screen. Okay. All right, guys. So we are going to talk about holistic care, self awareness, and we will find out what are the ways through which we can make ourselves feel more better in this stressful era. A lot of layoffs are happening, a lot of people are under depression, stress, anxiety because they have a lot of responsibility on their shoulders, and then they tend to forget the present where they belong. They are unable to eat properly, sleep properly. And when I talk about self care, that's very distant. So, my motto for this video is to help you guys understand that it's very important for you to take care of your health, because if your health is impacted, then no matter how much money you earn, you will spend that money on your medical bills. And then it's such a big trap that you just can't get out of it. So, all I want to say is it's never too late to get started. Let's start with what we are going to cover in this video. So, I'm going to share with you guys what holistic care means, not just for women, but in general. Even men can take tips from this video. Second, cultivating self awareness, which is very important because we do not realize, we definitely do not realize who we actually are. You see yourself from this physical environment, you see yourself as a physical being, but you're much more than a physical being. And then we are going to talk about the self care practices that this Women's Day you can get started to have a wonderful journey ahead in 2025. So let's talk about holistic care for women. Now, what do you mean by holistic care? See, holistic care means that the whole person's body, mind, and spirit feels wholesome. You know, he has content, he has satisfaction inside him. He's not anxious about anything that's going to happen. He's physically, mentally, emotionally well and can help others overcome that situation as well. So it emphasizes on the importance of treating women with with an overall well-being rather than just a disease that you may be carrying right now. It's just not about a disease. We are not trying to get rid of that disease. That's not the motto of holistic care, but it's about you are making peace with whatever disease you have right now in your body, but at the same time, you're taking steps to recover it in a very small but powerful way. Okay, so I would definitely recommend you, if you have any kind of a disease, anything, just don't stop taking medical advice, but rather, when you're doing that, start focusing more on holistic care as well. And then you see that you gain that power within yourself to deal with any situation that you're facing. Taking holistic approach to mental health and well-being means that you're taking consideration into the social and emotional factors that accompany your day-to-day stressors. I'm sure you guys know what are stressors, right? Each one of us have different stressors. So it's time for you to take a moment to think about what your stressors are, okay? And what impacts your stressors are your environment, your lifestyle, and your social circle as well. So I'm going to share with you the two most important things that you need to consider. One is physical health, and second is mental health. When I talk about physical health, I'm talking about that because women go through a lot of changes in their body, right from their teenage, when they get pregnant, and then later on. So you guys may be facing through regular menstruation, or you're going through pregnancy or a menopause. The stressors can trigger you every time. So addressing those needs holistically will enhance your quality of life and give you better health outcomes. When I talk about mental and emotional well-being, it's very important for you that you don't get pressured from the society expectations. A lot of people have a lot of expectations from you, and in that way you tend to forget, what are my expectations from myself? Is this what I want, or whatever I'm doing is because the society wants this? So I offer one-on-one counseling. you know I give you wellness practices. I make sure that I'm giving you that shoulder so that you can share your worries with me, and we can make a proper holistic plan to bring changes in your life. Okay, see, nothing is easy, but if you're strong, then definitely you are going to face any challenge, anything in your life. And that's my motto. Because I have also gone through many of these things, be it losing a job, be it health issues. But I know that there's one divine energy that's guiding me and has informed me that, hey, I've guided you, now it's time for you to guide others. And so that way we make a community wherein we are like a family to each other, supporting each other, and making sure everyone is coming over this anxiety, this depression, or any emotional issue that we are facing. Now, let's talk about self awareness. So, if I ask you, who are you? You would say, my name is so and so. I work with so and so company. I live in so and so city. That's how you identify yourself, and that's how you tell people who you are. But on a deeper level, you forget that you are not a body, you are a soul, and you've heard it, but your conscious mind still doesn't accept it. But your subconscious mind knows everything about who you are. So it's very important to recognize your needs. It's very important to understand who you are. It allows you to prioritize what truly matters in your life. It really helps you make good decisions for yourself. And rather than living a stressful life, you tend to think about your inner calling. Then, if you start practicing self awareness, of course, number one, you recognize your needs. Second is that your relationship starts getting better. For example, your boss was mean to you, and he said that, you are fired. The first thing you'll feel is really a setback. You'll feel angry, you'll feel kind of lot of emotions, that you'll feel at this moment, because nothing is permanent. So what happens is you will have this attitude towards your boss that, hey, you did not do good to me. You'll keep on thinking those emotions, and in return, this will deteriorate your mental health. And once your mental health is deteriorated, your physical health starts getting deteriorated. Okay. So we learn how to develop a positive attitude in these situations. I know a lot of layoffs are going on and a lot of people need counseling, but they don't. But you know what's the thing I've observed is that people, they don't want to talk about it to their family, to a counselor. They feel that it will not make their situation better. Of course, it will not make your situation better. If you're laid off, you're laid off. It will not make your situation better. The thing is that it's very important for you to develop that positive attitude in that situation. Otherwise, this one thing which is going to take away all other aspects of your life. It's going to take your mental health. It's going to make you have sleepless nights, overthink, procrastinate, and a lot more. So, let's talk about some techniques for enhancing self awareness. I have started doing some journaling practices. Now, we don't have time these days to take a notebook, take a pen, write whatever we are feeling. But trust me, if you start doing this, you will feel a mental clarity. You can track your personal growth. You can do ratings. So when you have a session with me, I teach you how to identify different areas of your life and give a rating, and then accordingly we make a plan how to overcome that challenge. So there's a lot more, but I'm just giving you a brief. The second thing is mindfulness exercises. It's really important, really important. You just cannot ignore it. Just like your phone needs battery to operate, your body also needs energy. Because it's very difficult to think positive when you're physically not feeling well. And I've seen a lot of people in my life. So take this as a challenge that when you're physically unwell, you develop a more positive attitude in life. You learn from that disease, you become a more stronger person. Okay, let's talk about some self-care practices for women. So a lot of people have this notion that self-care is selfish. If you take 2 hours of break for yourself, like if you're watching a movie, sometimes a child must come and say, mom, I need you, please just turn off this TV. And you're watching your favorite serial, and of course, like a good mother, you'll say, okay, I'll just shut that TV, rather than inviting your child into that whole time that you are spending with yourself, rather than convincing others to be or participate in that good time of yours, you just suddenly switch to what they are saying. So please don't take it otherwise, but it's not selfish. Your soul needs time to think, and you can think properly when you're alone. Okay, so physical self-care activities are very important, very important. You need to provide yourself with proper nutrition. You need to make a good sleep routine to maintain your physical health, and that's going to have a good impact in your life. Whatever actions you take the next day will give you positive results. Then we're talking about emotional self-care techniques. Like I said, we all fear to talk about our weaknesses with someone, but reaching out a counselor is not that difficult. Their experience is going to help you overcome those challenges. They are going to give you a plan. They're going to help you, because he or she is a third person. They're not judging you at all. Your near ones may judge you for your situations, but a third person will not judge you. Or even if that person judges you, it's their job to make you feel better. As simple as that. So even if you don't want to go to a counselor, I would recommend you start doing these self-care techniques as soon as possible. Start practicing mindfulness, you start doing journaling, start talking to your trusted people. I would say talk more. Okay, You have made your phone your best friend, right? There was a time when I used to talk to Copilot a lot. But then I felt that even though talking to an AI is as good, but then, if I have a near one around me, that gives me more emotional support. So I would say practice these emotional self care techniques to manage your stress. Talk it out. Acknowledge your feelings. It's very important to acknowledge your feelings, okay, and enhance your emotional resilience. So, yeah, that's all. I'm keeping this short for today because these are some very easy tips to get started. This day is a very special day. It's just not a gender bias day, it's just not another women's day. It's more than that. You can do a lot. One suggestion I would give you is you're so good when it comes to someone's birthday or someone's special occasion. You bring a cake, right? You send them a cake or a flower or a greeting card. Do it for yourself today. There's no harm. No one's going to laugh at you. Just send yourself a cake, a greeting card, a flower today. Make yourself feel special. Because the more you embrace womanhood, the more it's going to impact your life in a positive way. Your feminine energies needs to be preserved at any cost. Good to catch your dreams, but at the end of the day, it's very important right now to be healthy. And if you like this video, I have made a special program for each one of you. Okay. Because now my life's journey is to help others. This is my goal. So I'm going to help you guys create a holistic plan. You can reach out to me. We can have a one-on-one. And I'm giving 150 free sessions free. So 150 people can have free of cost sessions and they can get started. And then I'm sure when one of you is happy, you can count on yourself to make them happy. So, yeah, that's all for this. And I wish you a very, very happy Women's Day. Don't forget to cut the cake and share it with your friends, your family, and you have a great day. Bye. Namaste.